Nah, I'm kidding. Welcome back to Alpha Investments. My name is Timmy. You're watching Rudy. Today's Pokemon video. I was going to discuss Pokemon, MetaZoo, Flesh and Blood, this new One Piece thing, some other new things going on, but today some information has come across the Rudy's Basement newswire and deserves its own video, and that is the state of Pokemon. Unless you've been living under a rock, I've been discussing with everybody that Pokemon has single-handedly navigated the bear market downturn unlike anything I've ever seen. Straight up. Last 12 months, collectible world has been continuing to either be flat month over month or negative month over month. The collectible world peaked in May, June of 2021. So we are approaching around 18 to 20 months of flat to negative market conditions. Pretty serious. Yeah, I know. Average bear market usually lasts 1 to 2 years, and we are approaching the 2-year marker, ladies and gentlemen, and the Tesla in space and Pluto, you're still not a planet. And I am continued to be blown away by the success and stability of Pokemon. It's incredible. I mean, you got to give credit where credit's due. It's like Pokemon monitors Wizards of the Coast, and whatever choice they made, they inverse it. It's literally, it's like a meme. If Wizards says we're going to reprint everything to the ground, Pokemon does the opposite. If Wizards says we're just going to make everyone angry, Pokemon does the opposite. It's fucking incredible. So I just want to acknowledge and discuss something with this whole sword and shield era we're in. Obviously, I became very famous on the internet because of the XY era with the Rudy Pokemon bathroom. I tried selling and launching a Pokemon business in 2016-17. Had terrible failure with it because none of my patrons, I couldn't sell it on eBay, I couldn't sell it locally. There just wasn't a market for me to sell Pokemon at around $80 a box back about 6 years ago. The Roaring Skies, Primal Clash, Ancient Origins, Evolutions, it barely sold. It was a very tough time. Obviously, the best thing I got right was giving up, but refusing and just throwing it into a bathroom and not selling, and that worked out very favorably, even though I really don't deserve credit because I just literally just got so pissed at it. I threw it in a bathroom, closed the door, and just said good riddance. Now, Sword and Shield. You know, we started Sword and Shield with the base set, the whole, Vivid Voltage, Darkness Ablaze, the very beginning of Sword and Shield era. And from the beginning, Vivid Voltage, Fat Pikachu turned out really successful. It was a really fun, unique artwork, very flavorful, a lot of iconic characters, a lot of Charizards, a lot of Pikachus, and obviously it just overall was successful. Players, collectors, evil investors, distributors, LGSs, everybody loved it. Obviously, we had the Logan Paul boom in the 2020-2021, which skewed everything, and everybody got very panicky about 9 months ago when the Millennial Print Group Pokemon bought them so they could print and control their own print runs and have shorter queues in the printer line. I remember making a video about a year ago telling everybody this is the time to buy into Pokemon, even though everybody was negative on it, and everybody said, oh, Rudy's the only idiot telling people to buy Pokemon. Because Pokemon bought the printer, they're going to print everything to the ground, and then Rudy's typical Rudy pump and dump on my ex and the washer dryer Maytag repairman. Well, I got that concept correct. I'm kind of happy about that. I didn't predict the degree of how well Pokemon would navigate this. We're in this time right now, okay? Silver Tempest just came out. Before that was Lost Origins. Before that, you had, of course, your Fusion, your Astral, your Brilliant, your Evolving, Battle, Chilling, etc., etc. And of course, you had some small things in between, specialty with little, Champion's Path, little anniversary thing, Charizards and everything like that. But this video is focused on the booster boxes, and I am absolutely astonished to say, if you've made it this far in the video, there is absolutely no reprints or restocks of any Pokemon booster box coming in at least a minimum of 1 to 4 months. That just came across the Basement Newswire. And I'm so shocked by that. Shocked Pikachu face. The market, well, I guess they just reprinted Evolving Skies, did absolutely nothing. And the market is begging for anything. Pokemon could reprint Brilliant, Evolving, Astral, even Astral and Fusion, Lost Origins, any of it. The market can take it. And it's amazing. The trust and confidence in Pokemon. There's no reserve list. There's no Magic 30. There's none of this stupid shit. And what's amazing about it is we all know Pokemon wants to continue to capitalize on revenue and all this stuff. But the market doesn't care because the market has enough confidence that they won't destroy it and that there's enough demand and the product's good enough to handle it. It's the opposite of Wizards. It's incredible. I mean, Silver Tempest just came out. It's not even 60 days old. The box prices are pushing 120 plus now. And guess what? It's fucking gone. There's no more reprint, restock coming. I still think they're going to do a reprint. They have to do a reprint. Right now, if they're... Okay, let me lay this out there. If Pokemon does not reprint the last two sets, Lost Origins and Silver Temp, let's say they don't. I don't have any for sale. So don't even ask me. I have the Rudy private position. I sold 1,500 to 2,000 boxes to patrons at release. It was a great sale. I think that if you're a patron, what would I charge you? $105, $99, $103, $200 a box. The point is, I sold that. I kept the Rudy position. It's over with. And I'm here to tell you, if Pokemon does not get Lost Origins or Silver Temp, the most two recent sets, an additional injection of sealed booster boxes. I know, Rudy, there's sleeved packs and there's supplemental I don't give a shit. Okay? You want to be the store that goes and buys 10,000 specialty packs of supplemental and you want to break them all down and do dumpster runs and try to part it out? Knock yourself out. I used to do that stuff for years in the XY era. Hated it. Couldn't stand it. If you've done it before, you know what I'm talking about. After about 500 to 1,000 of those things, your hands hurt, your fingers start... It's awful. You got dumpsters and truckloads of trash. The other tenants in the shopping center get pissed. I've been through all that with the card store. I'm not doing that. But I'm just here to tell you, the market is going to uptick tremendously in the new Pokemon sealed product. Anything Sun and Moon, all the way back to everyone's favorite Battle Styles, your ex-girlfriend, all the way to the new Silver Temp, every one of these products are underpriced. And I don't even have anything to sell you. I hold a position in Pokemon. I've been doing it since XY because I learned my lesson. But I'm here to tell you, do I want them to go up? Sure! I'm going to make money long term. Pro tip, Alpha Investments tries to make money. The fuck did he just say? You can't admit that in social media. You're going to get banned from Facebook, Twitter. Wait, do I have any of that? Do I have Facebook? I think I have Facebook. Twitter! I have a Twitter account, right? Do I still have a Twitter account? I'm going to get banned from something. I'm just telling you. Pokemon, and I confirmed with 4 distributors, there is not a single restock of any Sword and Shield booster box. They said for a minimum, there's nothing coming. They're hoping they get information of a restock in January or February for any of these previous sets. Are you serious? Are you shitting me right now? Like, I've been emailing, and I even picked up the I picked up the 80s telephone, and I was like, hello? This is Rudy in Florida, man! I was like, Silver Tempest Wave 2? Lost Origins? Anything? I'm not even asking for Evolving or Brilliant, just anything. And I'm just like, are you kidding me? And I just want to leave everybody with 1 or 2 more things before I go back to my basement. I need to do another taco run. Haven't eaten tacos in at least since 15 hours. Getting some withdrawals here, folks. Imagine one thing with me, folks. This is the state of Pokemon in the worst bear market of 19 months in the CCG world. Economic turmoil, macro pressures, inflation, interest rates going up. What the hell is going to happen to Sword and Shield sealed booster boxes if we have an overall market upturn and overall macro stability in 2023, 2024, anything? I don't care if you think next year's going to be worse than this year. I don't care. Any time in the next 3 to 5 years. If there's a good year anywhere in that mix, and right now we're swimming with the fishes, and guess what? The economy is so bad, all the fish swimming around Rudy have one fin. And we all just sink to the bottom and look at each other. That's the economy. And guess what? In this economy, Evolving Skies is 300. Brilliant's like 200. Every other, Chilling Reigns 120 something. Now you got Lost Origin Silver Temps, brand new sets in the what, 120s plus tax? What? Just say 120. Yeah, I'm like, and this is a bad market, and you have massive strength. Now some people are gonna say, well, Rudy, it's because this fucking Pokemon's the king of all IPs. Other people will say, well, a lot of flight to safety. A lot of money's leaving Magic, going to other things. Going to Pokemon, going to Weiss, these new startup TCGs, these new Kickstarter things, going to the Pikachus, going to the Flesh and Bloods, the MetaZoos, going to graded video games. Oh God, I said graded video games. I think they're all at 0. I mean, money's flowing around. And I told you all for 7 years on this channel, money will always flow to the path of least resistance. And the path of least resistance right now is go to your local bank and get a 4 or 5% CD. No risk, make 5%. The path of least resistance is not collectibles. And yet, I'm looking at TCG Player. I'm looking at eBay. I was told by the scholars of the internet that all Pokemon in Sword and Shield you need to run away from. It's a bubble. It has no value. Pokemon's the biggest scam. They bought their own printer. They're going to print to oblivion. What the fuck happened? What happened to all those people? What? I'm sorry. What was it? I'm sorry. Hey, BitConnect? No. What happened? And I'm telling you all, this is happening in Pokemon with this strength in a bad market, a bad macro economy, a bad CCG industry. When we have an uptick, it's gonna be XY era all over again. It's gonna be X. I mean, I can literally, in my opinion, I can already see a marketplace of all this Sword and Shield crap from 2020, 2021, 2022 through all this turmoil, economic problems. I can already, you can't tell me, visualize with me for a second. Not Naked Rudy, not Bearscape Rudy, hairy chest. I know, I hear you. But visualize for me for a second. Think about this. 4 years from now, inflation's normal, rates come down, I guess, I don't know, whatever. The market's normal, everything's calmer, let's say. And if the XY era sets, which I don't even think are as good as Sword and Shield, personal opinion, I don't even know how to play the game. If sets from XY era are $300 to like $700 a booster box, averaging in the $300 to $400 range for a booster box, that means today, everything from Silver to Lost to Astral to Fusion to Chilling to Battle My X, of course, Evolving and Brilliant, all these things, most of these sets are what? Between 1 and 150? The heavy hitters of Brilliant and Evolving are pushing what, 200-300? I've been through all these Pokemon eras of Sun and Moon, XY, Black and White. And I've watched this stuff for so many years, and I've told you all over and over. The more things change, the more they stay the same. And in every era, everyone says the same thing. And that is, oh, the easy money's over with. No, it's not like that before. Rudy got in early. It's different. It's easy for Rudy to say because he's got so much money. He poops $100 bills, ties into a bottle rocket, and shoots it at X's face. I don't shoot bottle rockets at her face, but you're on the right track. I just want you all to understand there is tremendous opportunity in the market. I've done this a long time, my entire life. I've been in the cardboard world for almost 30 years now, since high school. And I can tell you all for a fact, I've been on YouTube for 7 years. And the fact remains, the more things change, the more they stay the same. And this era of Pokemon sealed booster boxes is no different. If anything, I feel like this era of booster boxes, everybody, in the era of giving up, everybody's walked away, sealed products dead, I feel like there's going to be even less people hoarding product. And I've made videos on this channel showing you the Rudy Pokemon Empire, the Rudy Weiss Empire, the Magic Empire, the Rudy MetaZoo position. I don't even know if I showed you my Flesh and Blood position. All of it, across the board, diversification. Oh, I need a new Lego video. You guys haven't seen the Lego Empire video. The sealed Lego collection? God. Hashtag show Rudy his naked Legos. Somebody, I'm going to see if you guys listen to the end. Anyways, I just want to be on record. One of the reasons of doing these videos is that it puts a date and a time on YouTube of when this video goes live, of when I discuss this stuff. And that's kind of a lot of purpose. It kind of documents the time and what I feel is going on. And yeah, I am to the point where with Pokemon, I can see an era within 5 years where every single one of these boxes are a minimum $300 a box. It's going to be a $300 to $600 a box era. It's going to be very similar to XY. People thought everything was overprinted. The only difference is, the reasons for the strong movement in price is a little different. It's just that, turbulence in the macroeconomy and people giving up and all this crap. And I just think there's still always opportunity out there. I think people aren't trying hard enough. People have given up. People just don't have the endurance. Everybody runs for the doors and it's just Rudy standing naked in the back room going like this. Hope you guys learned something today. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy Festivus for the rest of us.